The American Association of University Women is a nationwide network of more than 100,000 members and 500 college and university partners. AAUW advances equity for women and girls through advocacy, education, philanthropy, and research. This film focuses on the issues raised by AAUW's 2011 research report titled Crossing the Line: Sexual Harassment at School. The report is the first of one in 10 years to include nationally representative data about sexual harassment in grades 7 through 12. The film was written, produced, and directed by the AAUW student group at Jefferson Community College in Watertown, New York, and filmed by WPBS. It was funded by a Campus Action Project grant from the American Association of University Women.
Sexual harassment is unwelcome conduct of a sexual nature, which can include unwelcome sexual advances, requests for sexual favors, or other verbal, nonverbal, or physical conduct of a sexual nature. Thus, sexual harassment, prohibited by Title IX, can include conduct such as touching of a sexual nature, making sexual comments, jokes, or gestures, writing graffiti or displaying or distributing sexually explicit drawings, pictures, or written materials, calling students sexually charged names, spreading sexual rumors, rating students on a sexual activity performance, or circulating, showing, or creating emails or websites of a sexual nature. Sexual harassment is often considered a form of bullying, but they are in fact two very different things.
Bullying is repeated unwanted behavior that involves an imbalance of power between two or more students with the intention of doing harm to the bullied student or students. Most bullied victims are randomly selected.
Well, sexual harassment victims are often picked for a very specific reason, because they're either too sexual or don't conform to gender norms in the community or school that they reside in.
And in grades 7 through 12, 48% of students said that they had experienced sexual harassment.
So, have you guys ever seen or experienced sexual harassment in your schools?
Yeah.
Yeah, lots.
So, okay. Go ahead and tell us about it.
There was this one girl she was on my soccer team, and a lot of the girls or a lot of guys in our school were making fun of her, saying she was a guy and all this stuff, and it made her feel really bad, and it made her cry, and yeah.
Well, there's this one girl in my school, and people are like mean to her, so like she got called like some words, and then like she went to the principal's office for it and stuff, so it kind of got taken care of, but not really that much.
Well, there's this one guy, which is actually me, who like what I listen to, like the music, and what I watch, and I get called names like gay and stupid and stuff like that.
So, you guys go to different schools though, but like, do you think that boys are sexually harassed in your school just as much as girls?
Yeah, sometimes like it's mostly like boys doing it to the girls.
You think it's worse for girls?
Guys think they have more power over different things, over people, more power.
Yeah, boys think it's like more okay to do it and it happens more often to girls.
So you think it's worse for girls?
Yeah.
Okay. What is statistical significance?
Well, whenever we do sampling, there's always a concern that the sample will not accurately represent the population, and that the results would just happen because you picked the sample the way you did. In this case, the boys you picked versus the girls you picked. You just picked a group of each of those that the results happened in a certain way. So when we talk about statistical significance, we're talking about the fact that there's a very little likelihood that that actually happened, and that the results are accurate within a reasonable percentage.
The American Association of University Women conducted a survey of students in grades 7 through 12 in the spring of 2011 to determine the prevalence of sexual harassment in those grade levels. Nearly half, 48% of students responded that they had experienced some form of sexual harassment, either in person or online, during the 2010-2011 school year. Reports of harassment experienced in person were reported in greater numbers than sexual harassment encountered online. It is important to note that girls are not the only victims of sexual harassment. Of the 963 boys who responded to the survey, 40% indicated that they had suffered an incident of sexual harassment of some kind. When looking specifically at cyber harassment, the study probed the various types of online activity and found that 26% of the girls completing the survey had been the recipients of unwelcome sexual comments, jokes, and pictures, or had other individuals post such comments, jokes, or pictures about them. Girls were also twice as likely as boys, 17% as opposed to 8%, to have had someone spread an unwelcome sexual rumor about them. Students responding that they had been called gay or lesbian in a negative way were equally distributed between the genders at 12%. What do you guys think that some of the reasons are for sexual harassment in schools?
I think a lot of people do it because they think it's funny and they think it's cool to do it, and everybody laughs at them. And
Well, like, I agree with her, but it's every day, people it's normal for people to do it, so they do it either way, doesn't really matter.
Because it's just kind of something that people do?
I think it's to get back at people and for revenge, because they just feel the need to do that.
Like if someone messes with someone, and even if it's small, then they kind of get back at them to make it, and it becomes bigger.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Have you guys ever heard of Title IX?
no.
No? Okay. Do you guys know that there are laws prohibiting sexual harassment in school? Have you ever been told that?
I have been told.
Yeah? Okay. So you guys know that there's supposed to be someone in your school that is meant to protect you guys against sexual harassment and prevent it in your school, and called the Title IX coordinator?
I didn't.
Yeah.
I did.
Okay. So if you guys had to guess, who do you think the Title IX coordinator in your school would be?
I would think I'd probably be the superintendent.
Okay.
Maybe a guidance counselor, a coach.
The coach? Okay.
I would say guidance counselor.
Okay. All right. So that's where you would probably go if something like that happened?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would go there, but if I was wrong, I'd probably go to superintendent if I was wrong.
Okay. This film was made possible with funding from a Campus Action Project grant through the American Association of University Women and utilized research conducted by AAUW and published in a booklet titled Crossing the Line, Sexual Harassment in Grades 7 through 12.
May God bless and keep you always. May your wishes all come true. May you always do for others and let others do for you. May you build a ladder to the stars and climb on every rung. And may you stay forever young. May you stay forever young. May you grow up to be righteous. May you grow up to be true. May you always know the truth and see the light surrounding you. May you always be courageous, stand upright and be strong. And may you stay forever young. May you stay forever